another part of his legacy, and maybe people in the West will relate to this more, and in Quebec, frankly. But I think a big part of his legacy is actually the hostility to provinces and the desire to use the federal government to reach into provincial jurisdiction and meddle in provincial affairs. Now, our Constitution has a clear division of powers, and there have nevertheless been a number of cases where the Trudeau government has overstepped that division of powers and meddled in the province's business. What can you tell me about that?
So first and most famously is the Greenhouse Gas Pollution Pricing Act, also called the carbon tax. And this is obviously central to our discourse. It is the centerpiece of Pierre Poilievre's campaign, Axe the Tax. But there were serious legal problems flagged with this from the outset. The federal government purported to present it on the basis of the federal peace order and good government power, but it clearly constituted going into provinces and dictating their jurisdiction. And it really inflamed provincial tensions. Unfortunately, though, the Supreme Court upheld it 6-3. There was another sort of doubling down, though, in 2019 in the form of the Impact Assessment Act, or also called the No More Pipelines Bill, which mandated federal oversight of huge infrastructure projects on the basis of everything from Indigenous rights to health and gender, and would allow the federal government to basically delay or indeed veto major projects indefinitely. And that is the case that the Canadian Constitution Foundation intervened at the Supreme Court level. And we were very happy that a 5-2 majority of the Supreme Court rejected this, which was really a blatant and unconstitutional power grab.
Yeah, that law, which I think a lot of people may know as the colloquial term, the No More Pipelines law, allowed the federal government essentially to veto things that were entirely within one province. So we're pleased with that result from the Supreme Court that found that was unconstitutional.